people, I know you guys don't like hearing this, but I've seen a map, and your state is totally 69 in Vermont. Let's talk for a second about TB. TB can stand for tuberculosis. One symptom of tuberculosis is blood coming out of your mouth. TB can also stand for Taco Bell. One symptom of Taco Bell is blood coming out of your ass. I don't really get the connection, but I'm afraid to find any more TBs because I'm running out of places to bleed out of. So I'm 21, but I'm not 21 in a way that's cool anymore. At first it's like, oh yeah, you can drink, but I've been doing that for all of college. And then it's like, oh yeah, you can gamble, but I've been doing that for all of college too. It's called art school. You pay them $40,000 a year, they spin a wheel, and you're like, I put it all on becoming famous. And then you don't find out you lost until like 10 years later. And it's not like I want to be a comedian, but I'm going to school, I'm a writing and literature major, which has nothing to do with comedy. Unless I wanted to do like a whole entire set of just obscure literary jokes. It'd be like, I had sex with Godot today, he never came. That's for the few people who got that. It's fine, it's fine. If I can give you one piece of advice as a person who's in writing and literature, don't judge a book by its cover if you want to read a lot of shitty books. Like, they put a lot of time and effort into making sure you can judge a book by its cover. Like, imagine if you couldn't tell the difference between like the great American novel and like some bad romance novel, you'd be angry. And I don't have anything against romance novels, but I think they should call them what they really are, cliterature. So, my roommates are really dirty and Mexican. But for some reason you call them dirty Mexicans and all of a sudden, oh, you're racist, and they're making up excuses, oh, I'm really Colombian. Whatever, I don't know geography. But the point is, I found expired ramen in my apartment when I moved in. I didn't even know it had an expiration date. I thought the expiration date of ramen was like the half-life of a carbon molecule. It's a science joke, Cambridge, come on. But they can speak 2 languages, which I think is so cool. Which is why I never got like why people in America are so often like, oh, English should be our only language. Like, it's awesome to know 2 languages. And those people who really love English so much, very often do not have a very good grasp on the English language. They're like a retarded Steinbeck character that loves something so much they smuggle it to death. Boom! 2 literature jokes! You thought I was out of them, didn't you? So, I don't know why I'm still in school, because I already know the best thing that happened to me in the entire time that I was in college already happened. I got to study abroad for a semester. I got to go to the Netherlands. And when people find out you went to the Netherlands, they only ever say one thing. They're like, oh man, everything is legal there. Did you try any of that local culture? Huh? And it's true, certain things are legal in the Netherlands that are not legal in the US. And I was probably not going to get another chance to go back. So I'll admit it, I euthanized somebody. Everybody thinks it's a joke about drugs, which just goes to show like how much of not an issue like smoking pot is to anybody anymore. I feel like I go to school at Emerson College, which is right on the Boston Common, and every year, right across from my school, they hold a day called Hemp Fest. And if you don't know what it is, it's a day where a bunch of people smoke weed on the common. And yes, they do that every day, but they have a special permit this one day to do it. And it's like stupid, but nobody's like afraid of it. Like, imagine if they had like Meth Fest, just 12 hours of people on the common just cleaning in their kitchens. You wouldn't go anywhere near the place. If they had Coke Fest, just a bunch of angry cokeheads walking through the commons doing coke things. I don't really know what people on cocaine do. It's really not a cocaine economy. You know. So here's something you're not going to believe about me, but I really like sports. I know. All of them, but I'm not asking for specifics here. I know you know what a sport is. That's why I didn't explain it. but there's this idea that people who like sports are dumb, and it's totally not true. And I think where that comes from is like sports journalism. Like sports journalism would have you believe that people wouldn't buy a sports magazine if it didn't say illustrated on it. Like, what is this, a book? Oh, there's pictures, illustrated, I got it. And I think the other really dumb thing they do is a lot of times you'll be like watching a game, and then the next morning on the paper, they have like the scores of how the teams did. And it always involves like the losing mascot getting like maimed in some way. It's like Falcons' wings clipped 42-17 or something like that. Or Jets crash in fourth quarter. And if you're gonna do that, you might as well go out and be like more offensive about it. You know, it should be like Broncos break leg and are turned into glue. Or dolphins mauled by Japanese fishermen. Or Redskins given smallpox and forced off their land. Was it too soon for that one? Thank you, you guys have been wonderful.
Yeah, my dream is right through there.